Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. And just by way of follow-up on those two young female doctors in Limpopo who were quarantined forcefully by the Department of Health in that particular province, I can now tell you the Limpopo Health Department has been accused of lying about why two medical doctors from Mpumalanga were released from a COVID-19 coronavirus quarantine, which they likened to solitary confinement. The department said the pair's release on Tuesday was based on advice of clinicians after their test results came back negative. This is after they had actually tested positive previously, which is why they were in self-isolation. I don't have to go through all the details, it's in earlier videos. The doctors were, however, adamant that they were only allowed to leave because of our legal battle, which ended with them agreeing a settlement with the department. The department feared a lawsuit if they were not released, they said. Anyway, it goes on to say, our clients reserve the rights arising from their unlawful detention and the numerous false statements made in regards to them by the department. Remember that woman with her comments? That feral head of the Department of Health in Limpopo? Again, it's all in the 2020 videos. You can find it all there. It goes on to say, and we shall act as advised in this regard as soon as the national lockdown ends. Their attorneys, Alette Luzer Marie of A.L. Marie Incorporated, hinted in a letter to the department sent to the Attorney General on Wednesday. Engagement between their attorneys and the department began on Monday and ended with a settlement agreement which was endorsed by a court on Wednesday. The doctors believe the contents of the settlement agreement secured their release and not the negative test results. They said they became aware that their COVID-19 tests they did on Monday came back negative when they were already home after their release on Tuesday. The doctors work at Mamatikala Hospital in Mpumalanga, but reside about 55 kilometers away in Modimolle, Limpopo, but travel daily to work. They tested positive for COVID-19 on March the 30th and decided on strict self-isolation at their shared home. They argued that they were better off at their home, which they deemed as suitable for the purpose. However, a few days later, they were taken into a state-funded quarantine site, the Modimolle MDR TB Hospital, against their will. They claimed they were locked up for 24 hours a day until their release. While at the facility, they engaged their lawyers to fight for their release from quarantine after complaining about the poor diet, insufficient food, and a shortage of essentials such as toilet paper. Why does toilet paper always seem to come up with the COVID-19? It's quite incredible, isn't it? Anyway. They also claimed they were afforded no medical treatment or care whatsoever. The pair claimed in their court papers that they were advised by their lawyers that the condition constituted cruel, inhumane and degrading treatment and would amount to torture if they remained in quarantine. The doctors' attorneys this week challenged the provincial department to dispute that the court settlement and not the negative results was what secured their client's release. The court order clearly states that the doctors should be released and that they should self-isolate at their homes in Modimolle for as long as they are required to by law. One of them told City Press that they were already home on Tuesday when the results were released. She said, "Look at the court order, where it states clearly that we should go on self-quarantine upon our release, and you will realize that this was agreed upon before our results came back. Otherwise, why would a court order say we should go on self-isolation when our results already came out negative?" Good point. The attorney's letter to the department stated as much. Persons who test negative are not obliged by law to self-isolate. Thus, the fact that the settlement as contained in the court order provides that our clients self-isolate incontrovertibly shows that the agreement was reached before the results of the tests were known, and that the release of our clients did not follow, the lawyers wrote to the department. However, now remember, this is a department that's just completely feral. However, the department insisted that the doctors were released based on their negative test results and not because of a legal settlement, as claimed by the doctors and their attorneys. However, statements released by the department on Wednesday stated the doctors' latest results have come out negative. Subsequent to the release of the latest results, doctors at the isolation facility have recommended that the 2 doctors be released. The 2 doctors will be released immediately, it read. Health spokesperson Neil Shikwambana reiterated the department's position. We discharged the 2 doctors on the basis that their results have come out negative. The clinicians at the facility advised us that the 2 doctors can be discharged, and this was on April the 7th, while the settlement was finalized and signed on April the 8th, he said. Shikwambane said if the doctors' results had been positive, they would have been released based on the settlement, which was signed the following day. He said when we released them, we were acting on the basis of the test results and the advice of the clinicians. On the settlement, he said, it was an agreement between the 2 parties. It was not reached on the basis of merits or demerits of the matter at hand. She said she would never go into isolation in Limpopo if I ever get infected again. That's one of the female doctors. I can understand why. All right, guys, look, we'll follow the story, but it sounds like the health department in Limpopo are in a whole lot of, the proverbial. You know what I'm talking about. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, please stay safe. Bye for now.